That's What He Said with Cedric D. Sanders.
100% real, raw, and uncut. Deadass.
Hello, my name is Cedric, and along with my beautiful wife, Connie, we'll be hosting my brand new podcast, That's What I Said. I'm a retired Navy veteran that suffers from PTSD and anxiety, and we'll discuss how I cope with the mental illness through comedy and discussion. It's a podcast that will talk about everything from cryptocurrency to comedy. If we're worrying about the dollar going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's still a dollar, guess what? The value of that means absolutely nothing. Cryptocurrency in itself is the future of money. From spirituality to cannabis. To have cannabis on the Schedule 1 list is bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. It makes absolutely no sense. If it's a seed that can be planted and it has healing properties in it, why the hell is it in Schedule 1? Last time I checked, cocaine don't have healing property in it. From interracial relationships, I don't have a problem with people talking about interracial relationships. People try to talk bad about my interracial relationship just to think that they can get under my skin. I mean, really, it don't bother me. I mean, let's not make, call a spade a spade. But if you have a problem with someone that's in love, it shouldn't matter the race of the person. It's mental illness in our community. The problem is people want to put labels on it. Everybody wants to put color on everything. And as soon as you put color on it, it gets treated differently. The money gets treated funny. Because if it's dealing with Asians, guess what? It's going to take a longer process unless those leaders step up and get into the president's face or U.S. leaders' face and say, this is a problem in our community. Not leaving one topic unturned. If you want to hear real, authentic conversation, interviews, and comedy, please take time to listen to That's What I Said, because I said what I said.
Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. Listen to That's What I Said. Available on your favorite podcast platform.
Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said with Cedric Sanders. Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filters. This broadcast starts now.
What up? Y'all know what it is. Yeah, it is Monday. I know I ain't got my days mixed up. I know half of y'all gonna be busy with fam or doing whatever y'all do on 4th of July. So I say, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the podcast because it's something that you need to think about over the holidays any damn way.
Any day of the week while you bullshit.
Yeah, you right. So, peace and love to everybody joining me on Facebook. Peace and love, sis. I see you, my brother, and everybody else is listening wherever you listen to podcasts, whether it's YouTube or you listen here on Facebook, or you don't listen to the live. You just wait until, the live is over with and you listen to whatever podcast platform you deem necessary. And that's cool with me. Tonight, yeah, this that conversation that don't nobody want to have yet. Everybody complain or everybody got something to say about it, but it ain't necessarily the direction that it needs to be for the fam. And I say the fam, I'm talking about everybody. Let's have that uncomfortable conversation. Is it too soon? Or am I just being real? Honest? Is it too soon or am I just being honest?
It's funny because I was thinking about this earlier. Peace and love, everybody. Thanks for tapping in and tuning in and listening to us as always. When I was thinking about this earlier, I came up with a couple different, I guess, like thoughts to it. Is it a mannerism or mannerism?
I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think it's either one. I think it's, as a collective, I think it's trying to fit into how, sociologically, how people have adapted to certain things that they see or certain things that they experience with their friends and not necessarily just in their life.
Is it the societal norm now?
Well, it is a societal norm. The societal norm is, and if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, let me break it down. we basically are kind of taking a turn or turning the spotlight on early courtships in relationships or early courtship conversations or if you don't know what a courtship is, dating, getting to know somebody you're interested in and everything else. Why does everything go to the sex conversation on the first date? Why does everything go to the sex conversation immediately?
Right. Exactly.
And then some people will say, I'm an adult. I can talk about sex, blah, blah, blah. On the first date, I don't want to hear about that.
Right.
I'm trying to get to know you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to know you. What does ass got to do with a conversation? I'm confused. People just get this whole concept confused because people are more statically connected to that.
Right.
So let me sip my water because tonight is just,
Mouth gonna be dry as hell by the time we finish.
If you're on Facebook, you might want to share this. If you're on YouTube, you might want to share it. If you're listening live on Spreaker.com, I appreciate you for downloading the app and following your boy. But yeah, tonight is one of those conversations that it's neither right nor wrong as far as how you may see it. It's how you see it.
Yeah.
I ain't on nobody's side. However, I will favor a certain side just because I'm, who I am. But however, my side might not necessarily ideally look the same way as other men may look. To me, it's not even about chasing ass anymore. It's about as soon as you get over somebody, you right up under somebody else, or you find someone that you're interested in, and then it's like the next conversation is like, so what that booty do though? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's no true getting to know someone anymore. It's like that individual may have already gone behind the scenes and try to look them up, if they're on social media or whatever, and try to see what they're about or what they've been doing or what they've been up to, just to get their own quick characteristic or judgment of that individual first. And then they just jump into these conversations, and it's like, wait a minute.
No, you overthinking it. That's not it. Some people just think with their dick. Some people just think with the thing between their legs.
You're right.
Men and women. It has nothing to do with all that. It has everything to do with societal norms and kind of how people in this world have expectations based on societal norms, not just a feeling or being addicted to something. No, people are addicted to certain shit, and it has to happen just in that way for them to fulfill it. But the problem is I don't even think that it's just that. I think a lot of it is it's divide and conquer. You're going to divide the people that ain't giving it up, and you're going to go to the ones that's showing you attention. Men or women. Let's have that conversation. Let's be real. It's just that conversation. Regardless if you out looking for sex or not, you can find sex easy. But if you're just looking for a relationship, no, sex is going to find you. That's just how it works. Innately, we try to steer away from that conversation because that's not something that you want to intertwine in a conversation when you getting to know somebody.
Exactly.
But to be honest with you, when someone introduces that to the conversation, it's not like, whoo, I'm glad you said it first. No, it's like, damn, where is your mind at?
Right.
But no, don't let me sugarcoat this. Some people will never have that conversation and be pleasantly surprised once they do have that conversation on how this person doesn't want to talk about it, or they just get comfortable and not just being a person that is open to that conversation, especially with somebody they're just getting to know.
Right.
So it's completely different. I mean, it's not just men, women deal with that. Appreciate that, Lisa. Exactly.
Yeah.
Men and women deal with this. And let me do something real quick because I've been finding myself in this peril of stupidity on my lives. For whatever reason, my lives do not go into the public space. They only go into friends because of how my Facebook is set up. So now that I reset it, now I probably will get more people in there. But okay, and there are the comments flashing on the screen. So I look like this. Let me read the comments first before I get into it. Some people leave the door open for that energy, but by not knowing how to set the proper boundaries off top, then their actions don't match their words. Absolutely. That's man, this is peace, Portia. How you doing? Peace. A new mom in the building, or I shouldn't say new mom to a newborn. Already had one, but you got a newborn. That's what's up. See, this is the weird thing about it. People will say it's okay to have the conversation, regardless of the stage of the relationship. You have this conversation, but to me, when it's too soon, to me is I just got your phone number, and the first text message I get from you is, can you send me a picture because I want to daydream about blah blah blah, bruh.
Huh?
Bruh.
Whoa.
The first conversation we get right off the text thread or right off of a phone conversation is, you want to see my dick. What? Bruh.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry. Back in the day, we didn't have social media. We wasn't walking around be like,
that was not available.
You go to the back, you walk with the girl you like, or you write her a little note, how I like you, circle yes or no. No, these motherfuckers go straight for the, you want to see my dick?
Or they don't even ask, and they just shoot a text message with
the pic in there.
Yes.
Like, this is not just, you got
Straight
DoorDash.
Straight to the DM.
You got DoorDash and you got Amazon. No, these motherfuckers dropping dick pics off just like Amazon. They just knock on your door and it's like, wait, whoa. I get the amendment for just to be flailing around shit at my front door.
Yeah. This
is exactly what people are dealing with in their DMs or even in text messages. You're out, you go out and you meet somebody and, they interested in you and you kind of interested in them because you think they're cute and they got a nice demeanor about them. And then what is the first thing that'll throw it off?
That right there.
Let me be real. What is the first thing that's going to throw it off? A dick pic. I didn't ask for this shit. Mm-hmm. It's like nigga knocking. They lights us out. Let's knock on the door and run. I bet y'all won't do that shit now. The way they piecing motherfuckers out, I bet you won't nigga knock today. That's what it is right now.
Oh man.
Am I lying?
Oh my goodness.
Y'all women, I'm sorry. They have allowed sexual misconduct. I shouldn't even say it's sexual misconduct. It's actually sexual harassment because if they did that shit on the job, these motherfuckers would not have no job. But they freely do it when they get off. It's like you get a job to not do the shit that you're going to get fired for, to go home and do the exact shit you would do if you do and you would get fired for. It's like, man, I want to send that girl a dick pic, but wait until I get home. I'm a text messenger. What?
What? Mail. Yeah.
You got mail. Return the sender. This is some bullshit.
Right.
I mean, at least it's like
block.
Right. It's like on Facebook, it's like it's easy.
Block.
Okay, and men ain't no different. Don't get it twisted. There's thirsty women out here that will send you a pic of their vajayjay and they tatas all day long. And it's like they will have this sexually explicit content going. Most of them do that because she didn't shut shit down. Taking down the compliments, phone calls late at night. He constantly talking about what he wants to do to her. Then the dick pic comes, and the ones that do uninvite is literally the close closet rapist, bruh.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate part.
But that's the thing. It's like most men, not regardless of if they will be great in a relationship or not.
Yep.
They automatically say, you know what? I'm just going to end all doubt. I want you to make a decision today. We met yesterday. I text you back. You're going to make a decision today. Bam, dick pic. It's like,
nah,
bruh.
Goodbye.
Women have now gotten to see, men are doing it to themselves and people don't realize this. I'm going to say some real shit right now and I'm just going to leave it at that. Most men don't realize that whoever men that came before his ass showed up, regardless of where your mindset is, you could be a good dude or not. Before you got there, somebody treated this woman like shit or didn't value this woman the way she should be valued. So she's going to have a thought that, okay, I'm back in these single streets. Now what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to have a divide between good men, bad men, and thirsty niggas and a whole bunch of other dudes that just want to fucking go. But don't get it twisted. Women are doing the same shit.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of thirsty ass women out there too.
And they'll tell you, I don't care about being a side piece. I'm just want to whoop, whoop, whoop. It's like, you got what you got. I'm going to get what I got. And I'll holler at you when I need to holler at you. It's like y'all are running through contracts. Like y'all need to be running your own Playboy magazine.
Another comment says, send a dick pic, you're immediately blocked for life.
Period.
Another one said, most men just want to fuck a woman, not actually fuck with her. Oh.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Big bro sensei.
Wait a minute.
They just want to fuck the woman, not actually fuck with her.
Let's be real though. There's a lot of people having the conversation that men are not being valued. They're being judged off of other men's actions. Most men will say there's no good women out here because most good women, you know, they want a man that this got to make this amount of money and this,
right.
this, and this, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's dissect this shit.
Yeah, we're already deep.
Let's dissect this shit. It says, Sensei, some females think that it's just cute, but it's not. It devalues you when you don't know who you are. That is the issue. Exactly. Absolutely. Because people don't realize when you start doing that shit, men are going to innately treat you that way. Just innately. They don't know how to treat you any better than that because of what you presenting. Go meet a man with half your meat hanging out between your skirt because it's so short.
Goodness.
And he come up to you and his hand is like right there on your ass, but could be touching the meat spot, but he ain't touching the meat spot. But then you feel offended because his hand's back there. And you're like, bro, I don't know you. Why are you inviting people to come to you then? It is not our culture to have our meat hanging out. It is not our culture to have our lips hanging out. So why are you doing it? I got the body to, so why not? No, you got the body to get fucked up. That's what you got the body of having right now. Because you inviting those same people that you trying to avoid to your ass because you think your ass is for everybody.
And you know, it goes to which, just like you was talking about with the attire that the female may have had on or whatever. You know, it's not necessarily the female inviting someone to be touching on her or whatever, regardless of how short or not the outfit is. It's how confident that person feels in what they have on. But there is that side of it. I can totally see that side of it.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think some women will like to wear things of that nature, which, okay, women are confident in their bodies and what it attracts and everything else. They're going to show it off because they're single. They can do that. But see, this is the point. If you want a good man, ain't no good man going to treat you like a good woman wearing shit like that.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to.
I'm totally with you on that.
I'm not trying to say that you should, you know, change it up and all this other shit. No, if that's the way you do shit, that's the way you do shit. But know what you attract.
Right.
Don't get out here in these conversational streets and make it seem like you a victim now when you actually feeding the same niggas you trying to get away from. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
You attract what you are presenting to. If you present yourself that way, guess what? You're going to attract the same people that you're trying to get away from.
All that energy. Yep.
Exactly, and all the energy that come with it. Now, if you present yourself in a way that people will want to have a curious mindset and be like, damn, I really want to know what you got up under there. I don't give a fuck. Some rolls is good with me. I don't give a damn about all that shit. You ain't going to be covering shit up for me because, no, we're going to embrace that shit. No, it ain't going to be for everybody's take, but for my take, damn, you better appreciate what you got. So that's a conversation men don't want to have with a woman because they really don't want to have this conversation. That they want to have the intimacy with the woman, but not the responsibility. See, men lack intimacy so much in their life to where they seek it out through a female. It goes back to the comment that my brother Sensei said. 9 chances out of 10, you're going to end up meeting a man that all they want to do is fuck you and not fuck with you. Mm-hmm. See, when we have these type of relationships going on, we try to figure out why it's so hard. Exactly. That's why it's hard for a woman from the hoe to lack of a better. You're right.
Yeah.
But at the same, I think too, it's like if my thought is this: if you was once a hoe, you put yourself out there, regardless of how many men you knocked out a night or how many you knocked out in a month, that's on you. That's between you, your insides, and what's dangling. And if it's dangling, you probably need to see a doctor. But anyway, if you just go through and let men run through you like that, and then all of a sudden you want to stop, everybody's going to have that past that should be in the past. But it's like some people use it as an ego drop to, you don't know what I was doing in these streets. I can have anybody I want, blah, blah, blah. But you out here cheating on me? Okay, why are you bringing that up in the argument? Like somehow you're going to win the argument by telling the person that you significantly with that you used to be a hoe. Exactly. Don't nobody want to whistle and they hear the echo between your legs before the whistle should be the echo back. It shouldn't have to whistle and go down a canal and shit. And you're like, is there a fucking train in here? No, they done ran trains in there. What the fuck you talking about? Don't get it twisted. All right, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. And you just gonna play it on out. That's so disrespectful. Damn it.
Damn producer.
Have we really thought about the word intimacy? Into me. That's not just fucking. A lot of men and women don't want intimacy. They want to stick and move. See, I've had this conversation on so many occasions that, to be honest with you, I think some people don't understand what really intimacy is. I mean, and to me, intimacy, yes, involves sex, but it also involves everything before that. And a lot of times the before that happens should be happening all throughout the day anyway. But see, I'm not going to get on my, sexual theory and how people should treat people in relationships with the sex or no sex. They just don't understand that intimacy has so many parts to it. But what is those parts for you? Because some people think intimacy is just, going on date nights and kissing this person a lot and showing that person attention. And me, I don't like to be smothered. I don't like to just be up under somebody all the fucking time. But when I'm with this person, I want that person to be under me all the fucking time. There's a big difference. Don't smother me with the shit, but allow me to come into the intimacy that I like to have so that you can learn that intimacy as well as perfect it and make it a working machine. And just as much as that man should be learning the intimacy that it goes on with the woman. Now, everybody wants to sit there and say, oh, if you know how to do this, you know how to please every woman. Well, why the fuck do we have so many people having so many damn relationships then? Or relationship problems? You shouldn't have relationship problems if you say you know how to treat a woman. Women shouldn't have this conversation. I know how to treat a man. Okay, well, how's the intimacy? You talking about our sex life? I said intimacy, bitch. I didn't say sex life. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like you got to reset people's mindset because people automatically want to attach sex with intimacy and intimacy and sex. No, it involves that, but that's not what it is about. It's not even a large part of intimacy. It's like everything that could lead up to you making love to somebody is not even the intimacy that I'm talking about. Because people's mind frame, they have to see if the square peg fits in the round hole.
Yeah.
The other way around is some people want to see if the big stick can fit in the small hole. Some people can't even control the depth of their own shit, but they want something bigger to fit inside their little small ass for what? It's and I'm gonna be honest. It's not even about what a guy has in his pants. It's not even about what this woman has in between her pants or what she has up top or how she can do so many things and how she open with sex. It's not even about that. Can she fucking cook? Can she balance a checkbook? I mean, I'm a sapiosexual. Is she smart as shit? Do you just like to hear her talk? People don't even know what intimacy is anymore. Sometimes I just like to hear my wife talk. And I'm being straight up honest. Sometimes I like to hear her laugh, but sometimes I like to hear her talk. Y'all motherfuckers is turned on by some of the dumbest shit.
You right. You right.
You
are so right about that.
You are attracted to some of the dumbest shit that absolutely just doesn't make sense. Like, how? Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. Exactly. You have to have an intelligent conversation. And then some people will sit there and say, oh, well, to me, she don't need to hear about how I need to fix the wall. Yeah, the hell you do, because you don't know what the heck. You don't, man, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to give y'all some secret sauce and I'm going to lose my man card. And I really don't give a fuck because half y'all don't like me anyway. I'm going to be real. Most women, it's not about your ego. It's not about what you got in your pants. It's about what the fuck you got up here. Are you smart enough to take care of a family? She's actually doing that. She's interviewing your ass before she rides your dick. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Just saying. Can you manage a family? Can you manage what it takes to secure a family? And I don't mean secure a family out there randomly. I mean to secure the family you created.
Right.
Can you show that woman that you can do that? At least provide the leadership to make it happen. It doesn't matter if you're making the money or not, but can you provide the leadership?
Right.
Because that's the key thing.
Can you keep everybody in line and make sure everything stays in order and things don't go awry or run amok?
Facts. I'm just like Lisa. I can't stand that shallow shit. It's like people are out here bitching and complaining about not finding good men, but y'all are not putting yourselves in a position to where you would find a good man because you still with this old ass mentality that I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want to wear because I love my body. I'm gonna find the right one. Okay. You want to go out there with your cheeks hanging out like it's hot girl summer and shit when your ass need to be in the house because it's lukewarm winter because your light's about to get cut the fuck off. Damn. We out here, we got people out here chasing ideas of relationships and not realizing that the relationship that you are not having is the one that I know Sensei gonna turn your ass back to you, is the one you need to have with yourself.
Right.
It's like we want to have this argument and people want to sit at the table and tell people the reason why you having these messed up relationships and blah, blah, blah. And then you get a guy that was not for 90% of his audience. And I'll, RIP to Kevin Samuels. And a lot of people didn't like him. I didn't particularly like him, but I didn't particularly not like him either. Because pretty much a lot of what he said was for men in a different tax bracket than 90% of his damn the people that was following him and the people that liked him. Some of these women, and this is not no shot to women or men, but y'all be wanting somebody that is in a tax bracket that you will never see in your lifetime.
That's real. That is absolutely real.
You attracted to a motherfucker that makes six figures or $1 million a year.
Yep.
And the best you can do is flip burgers at McDonald's, and you ain't tried to go to school. You ain't tried to do something better than that. You ain't tried to get into a high 5-figure, close to 6-figure income. Why? And don't blame it on no fucking man, because ain't no man suppressed you to put you in that position. If they did, why are you allowing them? Because 9 times out of 10, you ain't with him no more.
I was just gonna say they suppress themselves.
It's like they suppress yourself. You ain't even in a relationship with them. You might be tied to them because you got a kid or two by them or whatever. But what are you doing now?
Right.
People want to make excuses as to why they can't get out of this sociological perspective of reacting to what's the trending thing. Mm-hmm. And I gotta have red bottoms, and I gotta have a Louis purse, and I gotta have that bag, I gotta have Supreme, and I gotta have all this shit. But your paycheck is like,
nah,
nigga, we got enough for food.
And what bills
we got
we
some
have.
gas money. You got to make your car payment.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay rent. That's what your money telling you, okay?
Yep.
You want money that talk to you like, bitch, we going shopping, bitch. We go get them Birkin bags. We go get them red bottoms. Boop, boop. Bitch, no, you ain't. Sit the fuck down.
Yeah, it's almost like they live in a fantasy land.
Your shit smell like boiled corn nuts. Sit your ass down. Stop.
And, they truly want.
I'm gonna cut you off. I'm sorry.
No,
this is what they want. Most people want somebody to take care of their lifestyle.
Yes.
How the fuck is your lifestyle in the six figures when you ain't never even your bank account has never even touched four figures, let alone you want somebody that's a 6-figure dude.
Yeah.
But that's your lifestyle. How is your lifestyle 6 figures when you don't even make nowhere in the vicinity of 6 figures? You can put 6 pennies on the table. You can put 6 $1 bills, maybe 6 $20 bills. During tax season, you could put down 650s, 600s. Shit, you might be able to do that now. Put 600s on the table. I mean, shit, I get benefit of the doubt. But I bet you can't do that shit times 3, though. Because if you could do that times 3, you shouldn't be looking for no man. Just saying.
Facts, Lisa. I'm not thinking about a name brand, all that name brand mess. Just give me a real, genuine relationship.
Well, see, and I absolutely agree with that. And I think that a lot of the reason why women have been fighting to have better relationships with men is because y'all interview process is trash. That's all it is. When you first meet somebody, regardless of where it is, in the store, at a club, wherever the place is, wherever you meet people at, you are meeting a representative. You ain't meeting that exact person. There's just no way.
Caller number 1.
Shit.
This representative number 1.
I'm just saying, you have shots fired. Shots fired. You have met the person's representative. Okay. Now, this representative is always going to present themselves as a caring, attractive, loving individual. You're going to be like, damn, this girl got it going on, boy. She hit me with the, hey, how are you? I'm just like, yo, let me get your digits. Woo, 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 woo. And then you call her ass and that fucking fire damn smoke alarm beep keeps going off.
Oh.
I'm not saying it's a red flag, but
kids running around the house screaming and hollering and carrying on.
That wouldn't even bother me if kids running around screaming. That means she's got kids and they're young of age. That shit don't bother me. What's gonna bother me is that fucking beep. That fucking smoke alarm beep. If you gonna be on the phone with me for 2 hours, and out of those 2 hours, I done heard that fucking beep at least about 16 times, if not 18. And I gotta bring it up, I'm an asshole.
Right.
I am an asshole. I am already allowing a distraction to interfere with the process of me trying to get to know who she is. Beep the fuck. I'm just saying. And I know some of y'all are like, you ain't shit. My shit's beeping right now. Okay, that's fine. It's all in comedy. But I need y'all to take this shit into an account. You are what you attract. You on the phone with this dude for 2 hours. Yeah, girl. Yeah, shit. We can do whatever you want to do, girl. You tell me what you want to do. I need you to go buy me some batteries and put in this smoke alarm because I know you irritated, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
That shit will never come out in the conversation. That will never come out in a conversation. Never. If you're expecting that to happen, men, I'm sorry. That is just not going to happen. She has gotten used to that sound. You know why? Because if she got one or two kids that's yelling at the TV, like, you know, a man would yell at the TV during football season, she ain't hearing that smoke alarm. You shouldn't either.
Nah, because it everything else is drowned out.
And you shouldn't either. Don't judge her. Don't judge her. But I'm going to be real with y'all. If you call a dude and you hear that shit, run. If you call a dude and you hear the beeping, run. Come up with the excuses like you always do. Hey, I know you just called. Can you call me back in like 10, 15 minutes? Yeah. And then what happens? You call her back in 10 or 15 minutes and she tell you to call me back. Oh, I'm still a little busy. You think you can call me back like in an hour? Let me give y'all game real quick. She don't want to talk to you, bro. She don't want to talk to you. If a girl pushed me off in a conversation, like, you know, she knew I was going to call her or whatever, and she's like, yo, I'm busy. You think you can give me a call back in like 20, 30 minutes? Yeah, I got you. I'm calling her back in 45. Or I'm going to send her a text message. Hey, you free? I'm not going through that call me back shit. No, you wanted me to call you and now all of a sudden you busy. Hey, it happens. I get it. But what I'm not going to do, I am not going to sit there and keep calling you and you are busy.
Every damn time. Yeah.
The phone box, works both ways. But a man should, show his interest, not his goddamn stalking capability.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Hell?
Banks in the building. Peace and love, bro. Peace and love, bro. And everybody that's joining in Facebook.
Peace and love to everybody that's in the podcast with us tonight on the live and jumping in the comments and all that. We truly appreciate it. Thanks.
But I'm just saying, y'all. I'm like, am I the asshole? But like, for real, why is this a normalized conversation? Some people say I'm in the best relationship that I've been in, with my idea. We was like, straight up, this is what it is, man. I'm like straight attracted to you, and we could go to the movies and do whatever, but man, what that thing do though? It's like some women like to be talked that way. They want a man that's not scared to just, open the door about what they like physically, because low key, some women are just freaks like that. But sometimes you got to scale that shit back. You can't just automatically think because she's a freak, all she want to do is talk about sex. Yeah.
It's not a right out the gate.
I mean, real talk. Some women will just tell you straight up, look, I'm going to give you game. The women in here are going to probably be like, this is some bullshit. And they're going to be like, how the fuck you know that? Trust me, I've done my fair share of growing up, okay? A woman knows quicker than you do if they're going to have sex with you. They know just by observation. When a woman looks you up and down, they looking you at the pieces to the puzzle. Yep, I'll fuck him. That's exactly how it goes. Soon as you talk, your points start getting deducted. It's like you taking a SAT test. You get a certain amount of points in the beginning. But as soon as you start talking that dumb shit, points start getting deducted like you taking a DMV exam.
I'm so done.
Now, ladies, am I right or wrong?
I've never, ever done that shit. Ever.
I'm not saying you've ever. Yeah, you have. You've looked at a guy and be like, he's attractive. I'll fuck him. You can't tell me you ain't never. Most all women have that idea in their mind that they probably would or wouldn't.
I don't know that I've had that said.
I'm being real.
I know.
If you sit here and say you don't do it, you just don't want me to know your secret. And I don't give a fuck anyway. I'm married to you. So, but
we've been friends a long time too. before we got married, before we got in a relationship. So
Any fucking way. Stop bullshitting. I'm gonna be real with you. All women do this shit.
yeah,
When you meet a
when you came
dude,
and sat on my desk,
when
yeah.
when you meet a dude and you're attracted to that dude, you have certain criteria. Exactly. Everybody does. Men are different though. Men are different. If you can breathe and leave smoke on the mirror, you can probably get fucked that night.
You are pitiful, Jesus.
I'm just saying, if you can actually answer a question articulately without having to like look for help, that man might be interested in you a little bit.
Ain't no phone a friend.
It ain't. But a woman, I don't give a fuck who you are. All women do this shit. I don't care if you a woman of the alternative lifestyle or you're bisexual. All women do this. It's an analyzer. We analyze a lot of shit on a woman, but there's certain criteria on a woman that most men look at. Some men not so much the other men. But some men just have that attractiveness. Connie knows me.
Brains, breasts, and booty.
If you ain't got neither one of them three, fuck you. We ain't even having a conversation. And even if we are having a conversation, if I'm married, that's not even part of the criteria of being my friend. Period. If you have any one of those three and you're my friend, no, I'll cuss you out and we'll just not be friends forever. Because I don't need you finishing my sentences. No. You and your significant other with me involved is a whole fucking problem. Oh, yeah, you heard Connie? Connie right chill.
Yes, ma'am, I'm right here.
So, again, and I'm going to keep this. I got about 5 more minutes, y'all, and I'm going to let y'all go because I want y'all to enjoy your holiday weekend. And that's what's up. That's exactly what we want you to do. Cook dinner or be not watching the bullshit on TV and actually, listen to people that have substance and people that actually want to see people be successful. So
and get a little laughter in your life.
So exactly. And to be honest, I have to be real. This topic is from one of my sisters. I'm not going to put her business out there at all. All I'm going to say is that this was a needed conversation that I've, in a sense, wanted to have, but I just never took the energy to do it. And I think the main reason why I didn't is because y'all know me. I ain't going to argue with nobody. I don't care what everybody else's views are. This is my podcast. If I bring you on as a guest and you label your views, that's cool. But I tell people all the time, when you come on my podcast and we have this conversation, it ain't no debate. It's a conversation. So don't be sitting around here trying to talk about how this, that, and the third, and I follow this person and I know what they talking about. You follow whoever you want to follow.
Right.
At the end of the day, this conversation needs to be had for 2 reasons. 2 reasons. We got to stop normalizing relationships. Exactly. Fuck the people. We got to stop normalizing these relationships and making them so that we have to change how we see people because this is how people are. No, people gonna always people.
Yeah.
Don't compromise who the hell you are. These and go. I'm gonna let you go on with your comment, but I wanted to say these 3 perspectives that I talked about tonight: the sociological, the psychological, and the last one I'm gonna talk about briefly is the cultural one because I barely got into it, but I'm gonna talk about it. What was you about to say?
All I was about to say was, yes, this topic of conversation really, truly needed to be had. And it doesn't just go for men or women. It goes for both. And everybody out there in the world that these types of conversations need to be had and the people need to be engaged and forthright with what they truly want, because I'm gonna say from my perspective, I know if I'm just getting to know somebody, oh hell no, you not doing all that dick picking and out the gate talking about when we getting in the sack. Ain't happening over here. Period.
Absolutely. And I think too, on a serious side, I think people are adapting culture wise when it comes to the sexual conversation and saying it should be done here, it should be done here. And I'm gonna say this. Sometimes I'm just unimpressed when people feel like that needs to be the topic of what they do or how they present themselves or whatever. Because some people want to go on the strength and say, oh, I'm more confident within me and displaying this, and I want to show other people that it's okay to do this. Only people that do that shit is single people. If you have married people that do that shit, they looking for a throuple. Some people just don't have open-ended sexual conversations unless they're looking for some. I mean, you can have a comfortable sexual conversation with me being a man. I can't have this conversation with a bunch of dudes because that'll look gay. I can't have this conversation with a bunch of women because then I'll look like a hoe. So then the question mirrors the fact, when is the comfortable conversation to happen? It's on social media. What the fuck y'all waiting for? You can go on TikTok, and I guarantee you the first 10 videos you look at are somewhere in the vicinity of there is going to have sexual content. A woman in her bra with her ass hanging out, a girl with a big old ass wearing some tight jeans, and she turned around to watch her ass jiggle. It's like, the fuck? But people are getting popularly followed because of that. Not because of their creativity, just because their body's banging. That's the mere that's it.
Yeah.
Dudes can get on there with a nice deep voice and tell you their generalized concepts of how life should go sexually. And a woman would be attracted to that because he works out, he's got muscles, his voice is deep, and people are thirsty like that. But see, people can play on your heartstrings and the sexual innuendos just so that you can be a follower of their content. Not saying that they don't care about you, but sex sells.
I was just about to say sexuality sells. So you over there in my head, get out.
I don't know. I mean, and to each his own. I'm not telling people that they can't be attracted to that or subscribe to someone having those types of conversations, but be aware. Those conversations are great if Oh, no, wow. I did not see the one on there. She breastfeeding her son. That's wild. Me personally, I just think that you can have healthy sexual conversations if you're trying to help healthy relationships, introduce conversations that can better their sex life or introduce ways that both parties can communicate. Because I did a podcast about this. Not everybody's capability is capable, and not everybody's compatibility is compatible with a lot of other people. So I just don't understand how some people feel it's okay to have this open-ended conversation about sex and how this person is and what they like and what they don't like, and people get offended by it. And me personally, I'm not offended by it. And just like in the comments, people are talking about this lady was, she's popular on TikTok for breastfeeding her son live. And some people say it's a spiritual thing, but it ain't spiritual to watch a feeding of your child, regardless of how natural it is. That's not something for everybody to see.
I was just about to say.
Because if that was the case, there would be no such thing as bras.
Right.
There would be no such thing as
walking around.
It's okay for a man to walk out with his chest out, but it's not okay for a woman because it shows the sexual appetite of a man, and that woman 9 times out of 10 would, be approached sexually. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So a man's chest, regardless of how he looks, if he's got a gut or not, it's not a sexual invitation for a woman that likes that type of shit. You don't always have to be muscular.
Exactly.
Not that I'm trying to sell my own card or anything, but I'm just saying not everybody is muscular. Not everybody has that ideal body.
Yeah.
And this gonna
6-pack abs.
Right. Take their fucking shirt off. Nigga, I'm almost 50. I'm done with that shit. I might walk here and there, but I ain't trying to look sexy for my wife. My wife got me the way I am, the way I was. Why am I going to change shit to keep the relationship appealing? We appeal to each other. It ain't about looks. It ain't how I look in a damn tank top. She knows what I can do out of that motherfucker. So why would I wear it? God damn, y'all making relationships harder than what the fuck it is. It is not about what this person is good at and not good at. If that person is good enough to treat that woman the best way that he knows how to treat a woman, let it be that. If she's happy with the man that she's with because he treats her the best way he knows how to treat a woman, and she accepts that person for treating her the best way he knows how, and you are happy, let him be happy. Everybody wants to add all this extra shit in here talking about he got to do this for me, he got to do that. Bitch, you can't even do that for yourself. And this is talking about men and women. You want a woman to fund your whole idea of life when you can't even put 2 nickels together and pay bills. It's like, exactly. You have to be that person's type. You have to be what that person wants, not just what they need temporarily. Because that's what a need is. It's something it's fixing a temporary, feeling that you have. It's not permanent. It's temporary. That's what a need is. When people say, I need that.
Yeah.
It's temporary. When people say, I want that, that's hella temporary. That's almost as temporary as like today and tomorrow. Guess what? A need is like today and 3 or 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. It's like you need a car, but I want this type of car.
Yeah.
You can always fulfill your needs because they're temporary needs. Because when you get out of that, people don't realize when you go from a need phase to I will get what I need to survive phase, is completely different. Because you don't need a vehicle to survive. You need a vehicle to shortcut the bullshit you need to go through so that you can survive. There's a difference. There's an end to the means. A car is going to take you to the position you need to be in because it's shortcutting the distance it would take or the amount of time it would take you to cover that distance. But see, when people get into this realm of being, financially wealthy and financially successful, they realize they don't necessarily have to have a car. I can buy a car and have somebody drive me.
Yeah.
I can get the car, but I don't need to worry about driving it. I'm at a status in my life where people can take me there. And see, people want to accelerate their life and get to that point when they can't even manage the checking account that they have. It's like you got to master all these things before you become the all-knowing of your life. It ain't the all-knowing of other people to help them out. It's the all-knowing of your life. Because sometimes you could be the example of your life to other people so that they can have their own life understanding your life. Not trying to be you, just understanding. You got anything for the people as we get up out of here?
The only thing I have is just be cautious. Based on the topic that we've been talking about tonight is, the mannerisms or the things, sex immediately being discussed, whether it's through text message, a phone call, or whatever, after you've first met somebody. Just be cautious. And, a few comments, and I know my brother Sensei said it, meet people where they're at and believe who they're showing you. Believe them. Because they're showing you who they truly are. Just be cautious out here in this world. There definitely is some crazies out there, so just be on your P's and Q's. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get up out of here, and I ain't going to even say none of that other shit because I'm going to be honest. People don't take it, they take it with a grain of salt, and it's like you can't care for people for their safety or whatever because other people's ambitions is prioritized than their safety. They want to have fun. They want to do all these other things and not take in consideration. You got to be taking care of you. At the end of the day, is it too soon or am I just being real? Some people are actually being real. They being absolutely who they are. How you take it is a completely different aspect of the whole conversation. And not even just have boundaries, have respect for yourself. Because you got to think, it doesn't matter how attracted you are to somebody. That person's always going to remember the first day at work. That person's always going to remember the first day at work. You can't change the first day at work. If that person has to work at something to get to the first day of work, that person going to have a totally different respect for you because it's not because you take care of yourself. It's because you honor yourself.
Right.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Can't nobody judge you based off of how you take care of yourself. With that being said, y'all, tomorrow's July 4th. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all know people out here doing their own dumb shit. But take this in consideration as well. Some people have this theory that the chicken came before the egg. The egg came before the chicken. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Think about it. Y'all got a lot more pride and a lot more respect for yourself than prove it when you're trying to meet somebody new. And sometimes it's not about what this person got in their back pocket or what this person can do for you financially or physically. That shit's all temporary because when it's all gone, are you still going to love that person? Or are you loving that person based off of what they can provide for you and what they got right now? Think about that. Because at the end of the day, some people will love you when you ain't got a nickel in your pocket and love you when you got $1 million in your pocket. The same way they loved you when you didn't have nothing. Those are the people I want around me. Peace and love, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy y'all holiday week since it's in the middle of the week on Tuesday. Do what y'all got to do to take care of one another and love on each other. I said what I said. That's what I said. I'm out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of That's What I Said with Cedric Sanders. Make sure to like and subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode.